The Geonosian arena is probably my favorite aspect of Attack of the Clones. I just think that whole sequence and even the battle after was so great. And it took me quite a while to get the beasts. It took me quite a while. The first one I got, I believe, was the Reek. I got him at the flea market. Then a little after at the flea market, I think I got the Nexu. And then literally just yesterday off of eBay for a pretty good price, I finally got the Acklay. The biggest and the best and the coolest. The Acklay has always been my favorite, especially since Battlefront 2, where you fight them on Felucia. I absolutely love the Acklay. And I think all three of these toys are really great. They're not perfect, but the sculpts are amazing. The look is awesome, and I highly recommend all three of these. Get the ones you want, get the ones you think are cool, but I think all three are epic. I think all three are just great. I know I said epic unironically. I apologize. They're just really nice. So I think the first one we need to talk about is the Nexu, because it's the smallest and probably... It's actually not the simplest, but it's the smallest. So the Nexu is the one that fought Padme, and it's kind of like this weird cat monster, and I think it's really cool. So the features on this figure, you can move the arms, or the legs, I should say, even though it's kind of like a cat, so these are sort of like the arms. Then there's the hind legs. You can move those. And then the tail is a bendy tail, so you can move that any way you want. Even the two little tendrils at the end are bendy, so you can bend those. The head, which looks amazing, by the way. Look at the detail on that. I mean, the detail on this thing is just amazing. It's... The back in the day, man, for 2002, they really just knew how to detail their Star Wars toys. The mouth can open up and close. That's really nice. And then the head can turn. He did talk. But the batteries he uses are those big, like, button cell batteries. I don't have any. I looked and I tried before this video, and I just don't have any to spare. But you would have pressed the button, and he would have talked. That's unfortunate. I've never had him with working batteries. But maybe one day I will. But for now, unfortunately, I can't really show you that, but I can show you everything else and all the other figures. So the Nexu's really sweet. Really isn't much else to say about the Nexu besides it's awesome looking. And it was released as a deluxe figure for $9.99 back in the day. So this is what you got for $10 from a Star Wars toy, and I think it's pretty nice. So next up, we have the Reek. The Reek is probably the most basic out of all of them when it comes to being a toy, but his design's really cool. He's kind of like this tri-horned rhino, and I dig that. He's probably the simplest design out of all of them, too. They're just like, hey, just make a space rhino. And they're like, oh, okay. I like the red. I like the colors on him. It's really nice. I just think the beasts in the Geonosian arena were pretty great. There's just some of the best Star Wars designs. I wish we would see him in fiction more. This one does talk, and I actually do have the batteries in it. Articulation on him. You can move the legs back. Can't really move these legs at all, just because of a gimmick. And those legs move back. So articulation is really limited. You can't turn the head or anything. But you press that, and he does this. You can see he just makes a handful of sounds. But it's a nice play feature. Like, you can, like, probably with the Nexu here, you can probably... scoot it over. You can, like, flip him, maybe. Can we flip the Nexu? No, not really. But hey, that's a cool feature. I enjoy that. And it's a really cool figure, too, to just have. I always have my Anakin and my Padme riding him, because I just think that's the coolest way to display him. Yeah, he's really sweet. But the star of the show, the main thing that made me want to make this video, was the Acklay. So the Acklay has always been one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite, Star Wars beast. I've really been wanting this toy for a very long time. And I finally found it for a good deal on eBay. And it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. My only issue is that I feel like the darker color on the head should go over the eyes as well. And then stop right above the mouth. But they did re-release this guy later on in a big set with like all of these, I think. And they did do that, but these are all the original 2002 versions, and I'm perfectly okay with that. So he has a few features. First up, on his claw here, he has a little lever that can clamp, so you can actually clamp things with it. What do I have around here? I have, let's clamp, oh, I'm knocking stuff over, always a treat. Let's clamp this battle droid, super battle droid. Let's clamp him. He is clamped. Wow, isn't that great? So you can do that, and then he's kind of fallen over, but we'll talk about that in a minute. He also has his head, which you can just press down and his mouth opens up. Let's get a closer look at that head, by the way, while we're here. He has the multiple eyes, which is pretty cool. He's just such a menacing monster. Whoever designed the Acklay, props to you. I love all the texture. He's like a reptilian crustacean. So after this head gimmick and the claw gimmick, we'll go over articulation in a minute. But he also has like a tauntaun gimmick where you can open him up and take some guts out. And I kept the guts in the baggie, and you'll see why. I will take them out. I don't want to, but I will. I don't like this because we could have had electronics instead, but no, we had guts. So you take the guts out, and they come in this baggie in the box. I got them new in the box, actually. And they are this very soft, gummy, definitely had a lot of water in the formula. It's a very gummy gut thing. And I'm worried if I take it out of the baggie, it's just going to get ruined. So I'm going to keep it in the baggie, probably forever. I wish that he had electronics instead, like the other two. But, oh well. I mean, he has guts. Okay, cool. I don't know why he didn't have, like, parts of his claws that could be cut off. That would have been better. But then again, that might have messed up with his stability. But still, it would have been nice if he could, like, cut some of this stuff off. That would have been sweet. You know, replicate how Obi-Wan defeated him. But yeah, he's very menacing, very imposing. Let's get some more look at the details here. Let's look at the body. Look at that. This thing is gorgeous. If you like Attack of the Clones, if you like the arena battle, you need to get this. You need to. You need to own this. It's amazing. Look at all that kind of like hair almost. It's such an odd design. And then this horn at the back almost looks insect-like. He's got like these hands too. Oh my gosh, it's really creepy looking. And all of his little pointed legs. He is sweet, man. I love the Acklay. Acklay is awesome. So articulation on all of the legs is, for the most part, the same. But at the same time, the joints, you can see, are slightly differently positioned. On this leg, it's pretty straightforward, but on this leg, they changed it up a bit. So, because they kind of expect you to have this one up for the claw, they have this one more forward to support his weight more. So, you do have that difference. But for the most part, he has nothing at the head besides the opening jaw. And for the most part, he has ball hinges at each shoulder, I guess. And then the elbow, I guess, can hinge it at each one. And at the wrist, I guess. So you have motion on all of them, but I don't see why I would want to use those. You pretty much just need to get him in a stance where he will stand and where you like how he looks. You can get him standing taller too if you want. I might have to do that to fit him on my shelf because I'm thinking I'm going to have him standing over all of my other figures. I don't know how else I can display him. But yeah, he's sweet. I very much enjoy him. And he's by far my favorite out of all of these. And it's a freaking Acklay, man. Come on. I can't wait to recreate some Battlefront 2 scenes with him, maybe. Just get like all the clones around the ATTE. It makes me want to get another one, but I can't. I don't have the room. I can't buy another one. So there we go. There's the Geonosian Arena Beasts. The Reek, the Nexu, and the Acklay. The Acklay is, of course, as I've said before, the star of the show. It's the biggest, it's the coolest, it's the best. Unfortunately, it doesn't have sounds. It would have been really cool because the Acklay makes amazingly awesome sounds. I love the sounds the Acklay makes. But unfortunately, we got guts instead. That's okay. I can live with it. Anyways, though, that has pretty much been it. That has been my review of the Acklay, Reek, and Nexu from the 2002, 2003, probably, Attack of the Clones toy line. I recommend them. I really do. They also made that Geonosian Arena playset. I want to get that at some point, but I need to make the space first. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to head off. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Check out my social media links, P.O. Box address, and frequently asked questions down in the description below. Have a good day, guys, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.